Hey everybody, this is Mykylix Gaming and I'm getting you hyped for Battlefront 2 on PS4. Now, 2015's Star Wars Battlefront that EA and DICE created was meh, is what I would say. Anyway, the point is that it sold about 14 million copies. And now I've heard a lot about Star Wars Battlefront and the second one, and I used to play the second one on PS2 a lot, and I mean a lot. Anyway, the point is, GameSpot made an article about some of its features and what they're going to be doing, and it's kind of cool. There's not too much about it, but it definitely has been confirmed, if that makes sense. Now, I've heard a lot of rumors and different things about it, about how it's going to have like galactic conquest like its predecessor. Now, or not this predecessor, but anyway, that being said, I mean, I would play it. It sounds pretty good. I was kind of disappointed that there was nothing along those lines of there not being any what you want to call it, galactic conquest or anything. That's really, and then I learned this was basically just the base for the game, which is completely fine, because I thought it was alright. Nothing I would play hours upon hours, because the same stuff gets old. And sometimes you just want something new. Now, I don't really like the whole idea about DLC. Like, a lot of it involves you getting the DLC. And I honestly do not enjoy that whatsoever. I've never really been a fan of that type of stuff. Though I will say, some of the DLC is worth it. Some of it, not all of it, in my own opinion, of what I would say. Now, that being said, I don't know. Something about it. I really hope it lives up to what everyone's being hyped for. Because, I definitely would love to see it, you know. I'd love to see, like, I don't know, at this point, I don't know. I would just rather have it, what you want to call it. I would rather just have, it remastered at this point, do some tweaks and stuff or whatnot. Basically what they're doing. But anyway, that's what I've heard, and that's what some game articles, not all, some like IGN and GameSpot have been talking about with that. And yeah, I fucked him up. Anyway, but yeah, and it's quite hard to play a game and talk at the same time. It's really, really hard. It's pretty difficult for me. I don't know. I'm just not good at it. Anyway, I was all talking with my buddies with the guys from Pantsys Gamers. Great guys. Make sure to check the channel out. Completely funny. And yeah. Anyway, we were just talking stuff, and we were just talking about what would happen if they just remaster and whatnot. At this point, I'd rather see it. It's more, I don't know. I just really don't want it to be like this. Is my only problem. I really just don't want it to fall under that type of stuff. Like, I want it to be more about, like, I don't know, more of the galactic conquest. I would really like to see the clones added into that. I've heard somewhat that they're going to be doing that. I'm not sure if that's completely true or not, but I'd like to see it. They sold 14 million copies in 2015 when the game started to come out. Like, the graphics, it's great, but the gameplay's alright. I think they focused too much on the gameplay, and I really hope to see a change in that. Another thing is the factor of heroes. I don't know, something about it. I wish they had more availability instead of me have to go out and buy the DLC. That was kind of a turn off, really, talking about this. and it's something I really don't really enjoy. I've never really been big into PC, or not PC, I love PC, but DLC. It had the C, so same. Anyway, but yeah, I've never really been big into that as much as I have on all these shit. I somewhat forgot how to play this game. I haven't played in a long time. Anyway, but yeah, I made another, pretty much just another little thing about it. Not too much to say. So, it's, I don't know, I'm excited for it. Make sure to leave your comments about it too. There's a lot of talk about there being clones and stuff if you check out some of the other channels where I was trying to get some information about. I would be like, just, yeah, basically my biggest problem is DLC with this game. That's just my biggest just the biggest problem with almost any game now is that it requires so much DLC, and I really miss like the PS2 days where it's like they had really good games, really good gameplay, but you didn't have to buy the DLC for every little thing. And that was my biggest problem with like PS4 now, is every little thing's DLC, and I don't really care for that. I'd rather just play the game. I'll buy DLC here and there when I want it, but I've, like, as you can tell, like the Fallout DLC and stuff, I've only have 3 out of 6, and so yeah, I mean, some of it I've just chose the ones that interested me more than most. And so that was just some of my biggest problems, was that, and so I hope they really change it. I really have faith in this. Of course I have faith in a lot of things. Doesn't mean it's always gonna work out. And I really just hope it works out. I really just hope it can go good, and I just really want it. Some of the things I'm just repeating because it's a problem to me that I would like to be solved. Now, that being said, with Battlefield 1, I was actually kind of impressed, but I was confused why they didn't have the French, and now they're making DLC for it, and I'm not surprised about that, because DICE does that a lot. Even with the Battlefield 4 and everything, when I made a video about getting hyped, for you guys getting hyped for Battlefield 1, you see, it's just the factor of that they want money and the DLC for it. And that's my biggest problem. I understand they want money, but I'd rather pay like $10 more for the game and the DLC, if that makes sense. Like For Honor, For Honor has somewhat, I'm liking somewhat of it, though it has pissed me off. If you haven't seen the playthrough of For Honor there, make sure to check that one out too. I played it somewhat a lot. I only made one video on it, and I don't know, it was alright, but it's a beta, so can't really say much on that part. Anyway, my points is just I really hope they include Galactic Conquest. I don't know if you guys ever played the second Battlefront on PS2, but it was, I loved it. I don't know about you guys, I loved it, and I played it for a long time until I sold my PS2, which I completely regret, and I hope to get a new one very soon. Yeah. That being said, I would also love to see a Silent Hill remastered. I know it's kind of off topic and everything, but just speaking of games I would like to see, that'd be one of them. As you can see, part of my tactics is pretty much running into each other. Well, that's alright. Whatever gets him killed, you rebel scum. You know. But yeah, that's just been one of my biggest issues, is pretty much DLC. I've never enjoyed DLC, like, very much at all. And on the PS3, I will say, they had a lot of good ones. Like, they had good DLC, but I mean, just now it's just, I don't know, it just sucks. I don't like it. in my own personal opinion. You may have something completely different. And holy shit, this guy will not die. I locked onto another guy. Just die! Oh my lord.
Luke Skywalker is here. Take him out.
How is he jumping in the sky trying to kill me? No. Anyway, the point is, it's just, some of it can be just silly at times, but you know, it's alright. This game's not completely terrible, but I would really like to see more, like, opportunities, and there's so much they could have done with it. I was kind of upset about it. I was really hoping for something different, but you can't always get what you want. Make sure to leave a comment of what you guys think. I sure really am excited for it, and I really want it to go down. There's a lot being said about it. I really want the Galactic Conquest, because that was one of my favorite parts. I really hope they include the clones. But part of EA plans to release one of the new Star Wars games every year for the next 3 to 4 years. The Battlefront sequel will come out next year, he said. It's unclear if he was referring to calendar year 2017 or EA's next official calendar of 2017 just started on April 1st. So that's from GameSpot, so I don't know if when it's gonna come out completely, but there's a lot being said. Also, they're gonna make a Boba Fett thing. It's a movie and a Han. I don't know about the Han Solo one, but the Boba Fett one I'm pretty excited for. Even though I hate Boba Fett because they could have done so much, but George Lucas didn't know at the time, and he has so cool of armor. But now I'll like Boba Fett because they're doing stuff with him. Anyway, he did say, Blake of EA, CFO, said that it's going to be bigger with better worlds, which that can mean a lot of things, actually. Like, I don't know, there's a lot that could go on with this. They could include a lot of the Force Awakens too, now that I'm thinking about it. That would be really cool to see. I'm not sure if that would be like canon. Well, I mean, it would of course be canon in the game, but I don't know exactly if it would be what you would like. I don't know if like they would really include that, depending on what they're gonna do with it, if that makes sense. Like, if they're just gonna stick with the originals, or they're gonna go prequels, which I think if it's gonna be a bigger world, better stuff and everything, I think they're gonna include like as much as they can of like the new movies. They'll probably try to get the rights for that and partner up with Disney or something. I don't know about that though, but I would definitely like to see the parts of Force Awakens. I already see parts of Rogue One in the game already. I would really like to see what you want to call it. I'd really like to see more like heroes, more stuff. Especially, I don't know if they got it for like Rogue One heroes, but that's a good movie. You guys see it, and for those who haven't seen, I'm not going to spoil it or anything. Anyway, yeah, it's it's pretty good. Now the point here to make is that don't believe everything that's going to be said about this game, because I don't believe everything I say, even because I don't know if it's the truth or not, but it happens. Anyway, I read the parts that I read today in this session, I guess, or recording, whatever, for Battlefront 2 would be just from GameSpot.com and parts of IGN and everything. There's a lot out of it. A lot of people are talking about it, and I'm pretty excited for it. I'd like to see what you guys think. I'm sorry for zoning out in some parts, because I'm trying to talk about like games and stuff while I play. Like, I'm talking about something totally different while I play a game. Like, it's not totally different, but you guys get what I'm saying. It's different when like I'm talking about the game and do funny stuff and whatnot. But with that, I don't know, it's just harder for me to focus on this and do that. I'm not good with multitasking. Anyway, let me think what you guys thought of this video and of what you guys think of what IGN and GameSpot have talked about. There's been a lot of stuff really, and correct me if I'm wrong in some of the facts that I spewed out today, and let me think of what you thought and whatnot about the one on PS2 and the one that's going to be coming out. I really hope to see you guys in the next video, and I really love you. McCulloch's signing out.